Keto diet. Is it cute or is it killing you? Now, whether you're looking to build muscle or lose weight, chances I've come across a keto or ketogenic diet. Today I'll be breaking down what exactly a keto diet is, who it's suitable for, and the best strategies, so make sure to stay till the end to know how to optimize your health using the right tips and tricks. Let's start off with what a keto or ketogenic diet is. This diet is characterized by high fats, low carbs. So what this looks like in comparison to normal diet is a normal diet is anywhere around 45 to 65% carbs, but then this is reduced to 5 to 10% on a keto diet. And then looking at fats, your average diet has around 20 to 35%, but a keto diet has anywhere from 70 to 75%, so a massive jump. And protein, around 10 to 20% of an average person's diet. This then moves to 20 to 25%, so also a bit of an increase. I've included a table somewhere around here that looks at a direct comparison of keto and normal diet on a 2,000 calorie plan. Normally your body uses glucose as its main fuel source. This comes from carbs, and any excess glucose is stored as glycogen. But when you reduce your carb intake, your body essentially uses fat as its primary fuel source. And when this happens, your body produces something called ketones. And this process, or this metabolic state, is known as ketosis, which is where the term keto or ketogenic diet is derived from. This is why the keto diet is coveted, because people essentially see it as, the all glory fat burning type of diet. But as with anything in life, it comes with its own terms and conditions. But if you want to know more about fat burning and the best way to utilize fat to lose weight, make sure to check out my video, Eat More Fats to Lose More Weight, it's in the caption below, as this will give you a more in-depth, detailed breakdown of how to utilize fats to lose weight. Moving on to the benefits. So why should you be on a keto diet? So the first one, very obvious I think, is you lose weight. Body uses fat as its main fuel source, and as a result you burn more fat. Some people have also reported that they see a reduction in belly fat. Now it's important to note that spot reduction really isn't a thing, so always make sure you check out the sources you find this information on. The next one is appetite control. So fats have a higher kilojoule per gram compared to carbs. So when you eat more fats, you actually feel fuller for longer, improve satiety, and as a result, you crave less and you're more likely to consume less junk food. The third reason is stable energy levels. So when you consume carbs, your body can process it like this, which basically means it's more volatile and less stable. Whereas when you consume fats, it's more steady release, so it's not as many highs and lows. And as a result, by consuming more fats, then your body is less likely to crash and then crave more. And so it reduces that unhealthy cycle, allowing your body to have a consistent stream of energy. The fourth reason is mental clarity. So fats have been long associated with cognitive and brain function. And so it makes sense that when people consume more fats on a keto diet, they can feel like they have more clarity, they can think better, they can focus better. So it can improve mental clarity. And the last one is blood sugar control. So this links to a stable energy point, as your body absorbs or utilizes fat differently, so it can lead to less spikes, which is also why some people with like insulin resistance or glucose issues can benefit more from a keto diet. But as always, please talk to a GP or specialized health professional before making any type of dietary change. Moving on to the disadvantages, because they're equally as important as the benefits. So the first one is a big one. It's nutrient deficiencies. So when you cut out an entire food group like you do in keto, you're basically cutting out carbs. It leaves your body susceptible to a lot of lack in vitamins and minerals. So for example, carbs can have vitamin C, they can have fiber, things like that. So when you cut it out, it's really, really important to make sure you get a larger quantity of low carb vegetables and potentially supplements to make sure you're not deficient on any vitamins and minerals, as they're all super important to have. The next one is the keto flu. So a lot of people have reported that when they first start keto, they tend to feel more like sluggish, don't feel too well, have a bit of mind fog. This can be because your body is essentially adjusting to it. And any type of major diet, especially when it's done like from say 60% of your diet to 10%, like that's a massive reduction. And so it will take time for your body to adjust, and it is a period that can take from days to weeks for some people. So that's one thing to keep in mind. The next one is digestive issues. So when you eat fats, a lot of fats, your body can sometimes not process it properly and cause diarrhea. And also alternatively, by cutting out so much carbs, which are usually quite high in fiber, you're more susceptible to being constipated since there's less fiber to help your digestive system work its magic. The next one is that it's hard to follow sometimes. It can be a bit restrictive, especially for people who have like eating disorders or things like that. You have a very select number of items or foods that you can eat. And so especially when going out in social settings, it can potentially worsen someone's mental health or things like that. So it's really important to know if it's, or to figure out if it's the right diet for you, because everyone's different. And as with any diet, really, the other one is that it leads you to making more potentially unhealthy choices. So fats themselves aren't necessarily bad. It just depends what type of fat. Like unsaturated fats, go nuts. Saturated, it's all right. Trans fats, absolutely no. So when you are on a keto diet, you're more likely to, or potentially can see like, oh, bacon, that's a fat. Cheese, that's a fat. Yes, it is a fat, but what type of source is it? So cheese, for example, it's a dairy product. It's saturated fats. And while saturated fats aren't necessarily bad for you, they have to be consumed in a reasonable, balanced portion. Like you can't be eating 5 blocks of cheese and being like, cool, fats. Doesn't work like that. So you have to make sure that you make the right choices, and it can be a bit easy to go overboard. So that's one thing to keep in mind. How do you do keto right then? That's a great question. So here's some common mistakes I see a lot. First one is not eating enough fats. This one may seem a bit weird, but people typically don't realize how much fat you actually have to eat, because it's not a matter of, oh, I'm going to have avocado toast, I'm going to cut out the toast, eat a bit more avocado. It's, I'm going to eat significantly more avocado because I do not have any toast and my body needs fats to function. So it's important to know how much fat you actually need to eat to ensure you have a steady stream of energy and you aren't becoming more sluggish and lethargic. The next one is eating too much protein. So whilst we're all on our protein high fitness journeys, it is important to note on a keto diet, it's high fat, not high protein, because when you eat too much protein, it essentially kicks your body out of ketosis, which is the whole point of being in a keto diet. You want to be in that state so your body uses fat to burn rather than using glucose or anything else. So you have to make sure you're eating the right amount of protein and not overdoing it. The next one is skipping electrolytes. So keto essentially flushes out sodium and fluids, and so it's very important to make sure your body has enough electrolytes and hydration, which really should be important in any type of diet. The last one is one of the ones that many people get wrong. It's tracking your carbs. Seems simple, right? But the thing is, everything you eat adds up. If you have that extra piece of bread there, have those extra fries there, extra Kit Kat there, it all adds up. You may say it's only one piece, but that one piece has a number of grams of carbs, and so it all adds up. So you have to make sure you track your carbs very meticulously. What should you eat then? What you should eat include things like meat, poultry, fish, all great options. Also have protein, eggs, avocados, nuts, seeds, also a great option. You have healthy oils like my friend olive oil down there, and coconut, avocado oils, also great options. Low carb veggies like spinach and broccoli. A little rule of thumb, typically most of the leafy greens are low in carbs, so they can be included in your diet. And what to avoid: bread, rice, pasta, I'm sure you already know that, sugar and sweet drinks, so that means bye to your Cokes and Pepsis, starchy veggies, so like potato, corn, as they're high in carbs, and not all fruits, except some berries in moderation. So some fruits are high in carbs, and if you're trying to stick to a keto diet, it's probably best to avoid them, but berries usually in moderation are acceptable. For me personally, keto was not my thing, and I think there are quite a few reasons why it didn't work. So firstly, I did it unguided, so I strongly suggest having a nutritionist to help you, because it can make all the world's difference. So have someone who actually knows what they're doing to help you, rather than just blindly following whatever you see on TikTok or Instagram. But yeah, no, for me, keto did not work. It just caused a lot of digestive discomfort for me. So ultimately, I found a diet can be a bit of a yucky word. I'll say I found a meal plan that works for me, that isn't too restrictive, that allows me to eat how I want and also feel good. So it's all about finding what works for you. And I think I've emphasized this in a lot of my videos, and I still continue to do so. Please seek help. help when trying to make big dietary changes, as it can make a very big difference, and some consequences can be unreversible if not done properly. Hope you found this video useful. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe so other people can also get the right information to optimize their health. And if you have any questions, comments, queries, if you like this video, let me know in the comments below. And wishing you all happy digestive systems until the next one.